a lot of people on the Dawah scene need to realize that they're on the same team. A lot of times there are disagreements that happen that are not fundamental disagreements. They're disagreements in tactics, basically, right? But sometimes we blow them up or interpret them to the level where we treat them as if they're disagreements at a very, very fundamental level. And they're not, right? If you have somebody who is spreading tawheed, right? Tawheed is the essence of Islam, okay? We worship Allah. We don't worship anything else in the various forms that that takes. We believe that the Prophet ﷺ is the last messenger. We believe in the Quran. We believe in the Sunnah. We believe in the things that are known by necessity from the religion, right? We're praying, and hijab, and zakat, and hajj, and all these sorts of things, okay? If those are all points of agreement between us, you got to leave some room for differences of opinion on how to deal with stuff, right? You're not going to be the same person, right? Somebody's going to have a different idea of maybe priority or what comes first. Some people are going to have a different idea of tactics and strategy. And some people might even be wrong when it comes to tactics and strategy or what comes first. But we need to differentiate between issues. We can't treat somebody who differs with yourself or differs with you or the people that you kind of associate with. They differ with you on tactics and strategy or sequence, what comes first and what comes later. And you're treating them like they disagree with you about the Quran and Sunnah, or you treat them like they're disagreeing with you about things that are known by necessity in Islam, right? We need to have some sort of differentiation about levels here. And when it comes to people who our disagreements are just on the level of strategy and tactics and what comes first and what comes later, then we don't have to point out every single thing. Do we really expect people to be exactly like us? Do we really expect people to assess a situation, especially a Dawah situation, exactly in the way that we are? And we're going to then drag somebody's name through the mud, or we're going to, say this and that. We're not going to cooperate with people and stuff like that. Come on. Like we need to be on the same team, right? You need to take the people of the Qibla, the people of the Sunnah, the people who care about normative Islam, even if you disagree with 40% of what they say, then work on the 60% that you agree with, or support them on the 60% that they agree with, that you agree with them, or team up on what you agree with them, and leave some actual space to disagree, right? And understand that that's inevitably going to happen. And there's also certain things that need to be behind closed doors versus in front of other people, right? If we take every single disagreement that we have with somebody else, again, we're talking about these disagreements, priorities, tactics, strategies, not the basics. We're talking about the finer points. And we're going to go, try people in the court of public opinion. We're going to go take it to social media. We're going to put it out on blast in front of everybody. It doesn't look good, first of all. It makes it harder for other people to accept the truth, even if you're right, second of all. And it just makes us look divided, because that's what we are at this point. We're divided. And we've got some big fish to fry when it comes to this moment, this historical moment that we're actually in. We've got a certain ideological agendas being pushed in the schools. We've got Eid is not a recognized holiday in most school districts and places across the country. We've got very, very poor Islamic education, like generally speaking, going on from community to community. There's so much room to work together and to build up resources. Our masjids are funded horribly, right? Even just getting masjids within one city to cooperate, the inner city masjids versus the suburban masjids, and zakat, and trying to make zakat flow to where it really needs to go. There's so much room to work together and so much stuff that we have to develop. And right now, we're definitely on the opposite of extreme, where we're not working with people on points that we really should be working with them on. And we need to fix it up if we're going to progress as a community.